Good morning to all. Today I am going to discuss about classification of data structures. In the previous class we discussed some terms like data, then data types, data objects, then abstract data type, then data structure. Then what is data? Data is raw facts and figures given to the computer for processing. Then data types means the type of data that a variable may hold in a programming language. Then data objects means the data elements are called data objects. Then abstract data type, we call it as a triplet where contains a set of data elements D and domain of data elements L and set of operations that are to be performed on these data objects. That is, it is a triplet DLO, set of data elements, then its domain, then its operations. Then next is data structure. Data structure, it is a very important concept in computer science. It mainly deals with how data is organized so that the users can retrieve the data in an efficient manner. Then let us move on to classification of data structures. Okay, classification of data structures. Here the contents are: what is data structure, types of data structures, examples, applications and operations on data structure. I told you that data structures are widely used in almost every aspect of computer science like operating system, compiler design, artificial intelligence, graphics and many more. Data structures are the main part of many computer science algorithms as they enable the programmers to handle the data. The main part of many computer science algorithms as they enable the programmers to handle the data in an efficient manner. It plays an important role in enhancing the performance of a software or a program as the main function of the software is to store and retrieve users' data as fast as possible. The data structure can be defined as the group of data elements which provide an efficient way of storing and retrieving data in computer so that it can be used efficiently. Some examples of data structures are array, stack, queue, linked list, etc. Then the next slide is data structure classification. Data structures are broadly classified as linear data structures and nonlinear data structures. Then what is linear data structure? A data structure where the data elements are arranged sequentially or in one dimension is called a linear data structure. Here all of its elements are arranged in a linear order. Since it is a unidimensional data structure, we can traverse or visit all the elements in single run. Linear data structures are easy to implement because computer memory itself is arranged in a linear way. Its examples are array, stack, queue and linked list. Then what is nonlinear data structure? This data structure does not form a sequence. That is, each item or element is connected with two or more other items in a non-linear arrangement. In a nonlinear data structure, data elements are arranged in a hierarchical manner. Here multiple levels are possible. Nonlinear data structures include graph and tree. The next we will discuss linear data structures in detail. I told you that linear data structures include array, stack, queue and linked list. Then what is an array? You already studied array in your previous semesters and you know the definition of array. What is an array? Array is a collection of similar data items and each data item is called an element of the array. Here you can see the syntax of array declaration. Here the syntax is data type, array name and size. Here data type may be any valid data type like integer, character, float, double, etc. Then array name, it is a valid identifier name and size specifies the maximum capacity of the array. Then the elements of array share the same variable name, but each one carries a different index number known as subscript. By using this subscript, we are accessing individual array elements. In this example, integer a of 10. Here a of 0 denotes the first element, a of 1 denotes second element, etc. and the last element is a of 9. That is, index varies from 0 to 9. The array can be one-dimensional, two-dimensional or multi-dimensional. Then the next slide. Next data structure is stack. Stack is a linear data structure in which insertion and deletion takes place through one end called top of stack. That means only one end is open for its operations. Here the two main operations are push and pop. What is push? Push means inserting a new element into stack, whereas pop is deleting an element from the stack. It is also called last in first out data structure or first in first out data structure, LIFO or FILO. Here it is called as LIFO because the last element inserted is removed first. You can see a sample stack. Here the size is 5. There is a top pointer which points to the top element, that is last inserted element 2. Top pointer points to the element 2. Then the real life applications of stack include undo operations in our text editors like MS Word. When we use undo command, we know that the word or character we typed last is the first to be removed or deleted. That is, last action is cancelled. Similarly, the go back button in our web browser also follow the principle of stack. Then next slide. Queue. Queue is also a linear data structure in which elements can be inserted only at one end called rear end and deleted from the other end called front end. Unlike stack, a queue is opened at both ends, therefore it follow first in first out methodology for storing and retrieving the data items. Here there is a queue and the front and rear are pointers which points to elements 0 and 1 respectively. 0 is the element which is inserted first, then front pointer points to this 7. Rear pointer points to last inserted element, that is 1. The two principal operations in queue data structure are enqueue and dequeuing. Enqueuing means inserting new element into queue and dequeuing means removing element from the queue. Then as the name says, queue is the data structure built according to the queue of a ticket counter, where the person who is standing in front of the queue is the first one to get the ticket. So we use or implement queue in our situations where resources are shared among multiple users and served on first come first served basis. Then next slide, linked list. Linked list is also a linear data structure. Here in linked list, each element is organized as nodes. Node means it is a collection of two fields. First one is called data field and the second one is called address field. The data field holds or contains the actual data, whereas the pointer field or address field contains the address of next node or next element. We can say that linked list is a collection of data objects and we call it as nodes. Here elements are organized as nodes. Each node has two parts. I told you information part or data part and address part or a link part. Information part contain the actual data, whereas the pointer part or address part contain the address of next node. Here the address of first node is stored in a special pointer called start pointer or a head pointer. Then the address part of last node contains a null value which indicates the end of list. Here is the figure. You can see that there is a head pointer which points to the data A and A points to the next node. Here A contains, first node contains two parts. First part is data part and the next part is address part. Data part contains our data A and the address part which points to the next node. That means the address part contains the address of next node. So node A points to next node B. Then B points to C, C points to D. Finally, the address part of D contains a null value, that means end of list. These are all about linear data structures, that is array, stack, queue and linked list. Next we go for non-linear data structures. This data structure does not form a sequence, that is each item or element is connected with two or more other items in a non-linear arrangement. The data elements are not arranged in a sequential structure. And the example for non-linear data structures are tree and graph. Then tree. What is a tree? Tree is a non-linear hierarchical data structure that consists of nodes connected by edges. The bottommost node is called leaf node, whereas the topmost node is called the root node. In this figure, you can see that A is the root node and the nodes like D, H, F and G are called leaf nodes. Okay. Then each node contains a pointer which points to adjacent node. Tree data structure is based on parent-child relationship among the nodes. Each node in tree can have more than one children except the leaf node, whereas each node can have at most one parent. And root node has no parent because it is the topmost node. Why we use tree data structures? Other data structures such as array, stack, queue and linked list etc. Store data sequentially. In order to perform any operations in a linear data structure, the time complexity is very high in the case of large data set, but it is not acceptable in today's computational world. So, in order to reduce this time complexity, we go for nonlinear data structures like a tree and a graph. Different nonlinear data structures allow quick and fast access to data as it is nonlinear data structure. Then next slide, graph. A graph is also a nonlinear data structure consisting of nodes and edges. We can say that graph is a collection of nodes and edges. Nodes are also called vertices. Here the formal definition of graph is a finite set of vertices and set of edges which connect a pair of nodes. Graphs are used to solve real life problems like representation of a network. Examples of networks include our telephone network, our Facebook, etc. For example, in Facebook, a single user can be represented as a node, while other connections with others can be represented as an edge between nodes. These are about the classification of data structures. That is, we classify the data structures into two, linear and non-linear data structures. Linear means it is a unidimensional data structure, whereas non-linear is a hierarchical data structure. Linear data structures include array, stack, queue and linked list, whereas non-linear data structures include tree and graph. Next, what are the operations performed on data structures? The main operations performed are insertion, deletion, traversal, searching, sorting and merging. Then what is insertion? Insertion means adding new element into a data structure is called insertion. Then deletion means the process of removing an element from the data structure is called deletion. We can delete an element from the data structure at any random locations. Then next, traversal. Traversal means processing or visiting all the elements exactly once is called traversal. Traversing a data structure means visiting each and every element of the data structure in order to perform some specific operations like searching or sorting. Then next operation is searching. Searching means finding a particular element from the data structure. There are two algorithms to perform searching. First one is linear search and the second one is binary search. We will discuss these two searching techniques later in detail. Then next operation is sorting. We know that sorting means arranging elements in a particular order. It may be in ascending order or in descending order. Many sorting techniques like bubble sort, selection sort, insertion sort, merge sort and quick sort, etc. Then the last operation is merging. Merging means when two lists A and B of similar type of elements joined to produce the third list, then this process is called merging. That is combining two or more similar data structures into a single data structure. That is called merging. So these are the operations on data structures, that is insertion, deletion, traversal, searching and sorting, and finally merging. Okay, that's all about classification of data structures and operations on data structures. Okay, thank you.